Have you ever wondered if it's really worth using studio monitors to listen to music at home? Or maybe the other way around, if those elegant hi-fi speakers that sound amazing in your living room could actually work for producing or mixing your own tracks? That's a super common question among musicians, producers, and people who simply love great sound. And throughout my long journey in the world of audio, I've met plenty of audiophiles who swear that with a good pair of studio monitors, you don't need anything else. Well, in this video we're going to clear that up once and for all. We'll be comparing studio monitors versus hi-fi speakers, talking about their pros and cons, and most importantly, figuring out which one is the right choice for you depending on how you actually use them. So if you're a musician, a producer, or just someone who really appreciates high-quality sound, stick around, because I'm going to tell you what almost no one talks about, and we'll also respond to those audiophiles who claim that all you ever need are a good pair of monitors and nothing else. Because the truth is, not everyone needs studio monitors and not every hi-fi system is as perfect as it seems. If you're an audio enthusiast looking to upgrade your setup, you've got to watch this video. Want to build an amazing sound system? Have you been spending a lot and not hearing a big difference? Then this book is for you. How to Build the Perfect Sound System, From Beginner to Audiophile, is the ultimate guide to creating a system that sounds incredible, without wasting money. Did you know that a lot of audio enthusiasts waste thousands of dollars on poorly chosen gear, unnecessary cables, or setups that don't perform as they should? This book teaches you how to avoid those mistakes and invest wisely. You'll learn how to choose the right components based on your space, your taste, and your budget. Understand which technologies actually matter. Calibrate your system to get 100% out of it. Build a system that's balanced and optimized without overspending. It's not about buying the most expensive, the biggest, or the most powerful gear. It's about choosing smartly, and that's where this book really makes a difference. It's available now on Amazon, so don't wait. You can find the link in the description and start building the sound system you've always dreamed of. Your music deserves it. Before we dive in, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's completely free for you, but it helps us a ton to keep producing more content like this. Thank you for your support. To really understand the difference between these two worlds, we first need to know what each type of speaker is designed to do. Studio monitors, also known as reference monitors, are built with one clear goal: to reproduce sound as accurately as possible. They're not meant to sound pretty or flattering, they're meant to show the truth. Every mistake, every boost in the lows or highs, every tiny detail in the mix, everything has to be there exactly as it is. A good studio monitor has one key feature: a flat frequency response. That means it doesn't boost the bass or the treble. Instead, it tries to reproduce all frequencies at the same level. This helps engineers and producers make better, more accurate decisions when mixing or mastering a track. In short, studio monitors don't sugarcoat the sound, they reveal it. And for anyone who works with audio, that's absolutely essential. Some well-known models include the Yamaha HS5 or HS8, KRK Rocket, Atom Audio T7V, or JBL 305P. Most of them are active monitors, meaning they already have a built-in amplifier. You just plug them into your audio interface, and you're ready to work. Now let's talk about hi-fi speakers. Hi-fi, short for high fidelity, follows a very different philosophy. These speakers aren't designed for surgical precision, they're designed for pleasure. Their goal is to make music sound rich, warm, and emotionally engaging. Instead of providing a flat response, manufacturers often give the sound a bit of color. That could mean slightly enhanced bass, a bit more sparkle in the highs, and an overall sense of depth and warmth. They're designed to make music enjoyable, not to analyze it. In a typical hi-fi setup, you'll find a dedicated amplifier, a DAC, and sometimes even an equalizer, all working together to create a more immersive and pleasant listening experience. Brands like Bowers & Wilkins, KF, Dolly, Klipsch, or Q Acoustics are some of the biggest names in the hi-fi world. And many of these companies care not only about sound quality but also about design and aesthetics, making their speakers as beautiful as they sound. You could say that studio monitors are like a microscope, while hi-fi speakers are like an elegant mirror. The microscope shows you every flaw, the mirror gives you a beautiful reflection, though not always an honest one. When we compare both worlds, the differences become crystal clear. Studio monitors are all about accuracy and neutrality. Every detail, every frequency, every nuance is presented exactly as it is. That's why they're the perfect tool for mixing and mastering. But that same precision can sometimes feel a bit harsh when you just want to relax and enjoy your favorite tracks. Studio monitors can sound cold, flat, or even a little sterile because they're not built to please your ears, they're built to tell you the truth. Hi-fi speakers, on the other hand, are made for enjoyment. Their sound is fuller, rounder, and more musical, perfect for long listening sessions without fatigue. But, of course, that warmth comes at a cost, a loss of accuracy. If you mix a song on a hi-fi system, it might sound amazing in your living room, but when you play it on other systems, in your car, on headphones, or on a phone, you might suddenly realize the bass, mids, or highs aren't balanced the way you thought they were. Picture this. You're mixing a pop track and your hi-fi speakers have strong, punchy bass. You think, wow, that low end sounds perfect, so you don't add any more. But then you play that same mix on a more neutral system, and the bass practically disappears. Your mix decisions were shaped by the speaker's personality. With studio monitors, on the other hand, you would have heard the reality, and your adjustments would have been far more precise. There's also a big difference in listening environments. Studio monitors are meant for near-field listening, up close in acoustically treated rooms with minimal reflections. That's why they're usually placed on desks or stands, aimed directly at your ears. Hi-fi systems, in contrast, are designed to be enjoyed from a distance, filling a larger space with sound and creating a more immersive, three-dimensional experience. They're meant to make a living room come alive. Even the connectivity reflects that difference. Studio monitors typically use balanced inputs like XLR or TRS, professional audio connections that minimize noise. Hi-fi speakers, however, usually rely on traditional speaker wire connections or even Bluetooth, prioritizing convenience over precision. And when it comes to price, studio monitors often give you amazing value for money. For just a few $100s, you can get a setup that's accurate and powerful. Hi-fi systems, though, can get expensive quickly, especially when you factor in the amp, DAC, and all the extras. So, let's break down the pros and cons. Studio monitors offer accuracy, detail, and neutrality. They're perfect for working with audio, learning how to mix, or simply analyzing music with precision. Plus, since most are active monitors, they take up little space and don't require an external amplifier. But they do have downsides. Their sound can feel cold or dry, and after a few hours, listening can become fatiguing, especially if your room isn't acoustically treated. Hi-fi speakers, on the other hand, provide a more emotional and enjoyable listening experience. Their sound is fuller, richer, and more engaging. Perfect for long music sessions, movie nights, or just relaxing and enjoying your favorite tracks. And let's be honest, they often look better too, which matters if you're setting them up in your living room. The downside: they don't always reveal the truth. Flaws in a recording can be masked, and since they usually require an external amplifier, the total cost can add up fast. In recent years, though, there have been some great middle ground solutions. Studio monitors with a warmer sound, and hi-fi speakers with a flatter, more neutral response. Models like the IK Multimedia iLoud MTM, Genelec 8010, or Neumann KH80 offer high precision without sacrificing musicality. There are also modern hi-fi systems with automatic calibration and neutral listening profiles, getting closer and closer to the performance of professional monitors. At the end of the day, the choice comes down to what you actually do with your music. If you produce, mix, or record, studio monitors are the logical choice. If you just want to enjoy your music collection, watch movies, or relax, a good hi-fi system will make you smile every time you hit play. And if you fall somewhere in between, look for that perfect balance. Accuracy when you need it, warmth when you want it. Because ultimately, music isn't just about hearing, it's about feeling. We could summarize it like this: the ear doesn't lie, but taste does. The best speaker isn't the flattest, or the most expensive, it's the one that lets you enjoy music more than anything else. So before you buy your next set of speakers, ask yourself this: do you want to hear the truth, or do you want to enjoy it? Whichever you choose, remember, the best choice is the one that connects you to what you love most: music. And the answer to those audiophiles who insist that all you need is a pair of studio monitors is right here in this guide, and it's crystal clear. As Freud said, the first person a human being deceives is himself. As always, we recommend listening tests in person because sound perception can vary greatly depending on your room acoustics, how your system interacts, and, of course, your personal preferences. If you found this review helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel, give it a like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Your support helps us keep creating content for the passionate audiophile community. Thank you for being here and for sharing your love of music with us.